Okay, first step is done. I got the storage locker emptied out. I got the wire cut off of it. Part of the reason for doing this, you can see, like when the doors close, the thing is not level, so the doors aren't closing right. So I'm going to re-level the bottom there. So now we can drag this out of the way, expose the work area, and get to work lifting up stones. And here comes Peanut. After a long excursion over in the woods. You get in, you bad cat. There she goes. Get your tail in. There. I knew she'd come back. Cats, man. Holy cow. Alright, so I got the locker moved. You can see that the stone it's sitting on is cracked. That's a bummer. So I'm going to lift them all up and re-level the ground. They're sitting on screenings, so it should be a simple matter of just re-leveling. And away we'll go. I don't think I even need these back in here. Probably eliminate that and just go with a line of these taller ones across just to hold the crushed stone in. Yeah, it's too bad that one's broken. Bummer. Maybe I'll replace that as well. I got two underneath the barbecue that I can steal. I think I'll do that. Okay, I got all the stones lifted out. Areas exposed. The screenings, I can scrape out some of the mud that's in there and then get back to fairly fresh screenings. I don't have any in stock right now, but I think there's enough here that I won't have to go buy anymore. The slabs come back and meet this edge here, which should be then extended right along to touch there. So rather than going buying more of those and cutting the last one to fit, I'm thinking, why don't I just cut a piece of the broken slab that came out of here and fit it in there. Take these three out and fit in sort of like a transitional piece all the way along there, and then put a fresh slab in here and then cut another fresh slab and cut it around that and fit it in right there. And then on the back of this, take one of these and turn it 90 degrees and go this way to meet up with that corner to have a wall for the lawn. That way the locker can come and stand flush right against the back of those as it was, rather than taking these out altogether and having to bring these posts forward. I think I'll leave the posts where they are and just fill that in with a strip and cut and fit everything else. In case you're wondering, this band here on the cement, that is the height of the ground, the original height of the ground when I started excavating for this slab patio. You can see it all the way along there. It gets lower as it goes, but over here it was really high. I had to take out a lot of dirt, and all that dirt ended up back in the back 40. All right, so I think that's the game plan. So we'll take those stones out and get to work leveling out the ground. Okay, here is the two slabs that I am gonna salvage and use for this project. It's the last two that I have, and this whole area is eventually going to be replaced anyway, so I'm just going to pull them out from underneath the barbecue and stand the barbecue on those other stones. Temporary measure. These will match the other ones perfectly, and they'll be just as weathered, so it'll blend in really nice. So that's the next step. So there we are. I got the two slabs out of there. So I'm just going to more or less level it off and put down the 4 smaller stones, one for each leg of the barbecue. But before I do that, I think I'm going to move these 2 blue stones in. You see the way they're offset here? It needs to go back in tighter to this one, but there's dirt there. So I'm just going to clean that out and shove those 2 in, make it look a little neater. Okay, and there we are. Looks a little rough, but it's only just a temporary stand for barbecue. I tighten up these lines here and these two stones, so that's a little better. I get the barbecue back in place, and we'll be all set for grilling up tonight. And there we are. I had to make a last minute adjustment by sliding those two slabs in, but now she's perfectly level. Bit of a gap there, but again, all this is temporary. It's supposed to be replaced by the new deck eventually, and then the barbecue will be up on the deck. So this will do for now, and that gives me the two slabs I need, and then I got the broken in half slab to cut down and use for that filler strip. So there we go. It's about 26 degrees here today, and I'm ready for a break. All right, the park guys just came by and mowed the park, and where it looks lovely in the park, they do tend to make a mess on my property by blowing the grass in. So what I'm going to do is take my new battery powered Ryobi Whisper Quiet blower. Let me try to get the battery in here. There we go. Load it up with the battery, and we're going to go down and fix the problem. Whenever I see grass blown into the crushed stone here, usually down farther it's a bit more, I will blow the grass back out. Let's squeeze through here. There, see? You start to see it coming? And there it is all along there, so. Blowing it out of the flower beds is a little tricky. You don't want to be too hard on your flowers, but this one is generally pretty gentle. There's a turbo boost, so I won't need that. So I'll do the best I can without hurting the flowers. Not bad. I don't think I damaged stuff too badly. Yeah, it looks pretty clean. They do that every time. I guess they're just incapable of learning to trim the right way without blowing stuff onto my property. There we are. You know, I can either fix it myself or I can complain, so I'd rather fix it myself. That's done anyway. Excellent little blower if you're looking for one. Nice Ryobi 40 volt system. Same batteries I use for my snowblower. Cheers. Before I head back into the backyard and do the next chore, I'll just catch a quick video of the lilac tree. Here it is. And she's all out in bloom now. These beautiful lilacs. They smell really nice. Lovely. Lovely stuff. All right, let's move on. Okay, so I just finished watering all the plants, and the next step is fertilizing. I do fertilizing on Tuesdays and Fridays with 2 different types of fertilizer. They're both Miracle-Gro. This one promotes more blooms, and this one grows bigger, more beautiful plants. Okay, so I put a scoop of the powder into each watering can, and the backyard will take about 3 watering cans to cover all the flowers. All right, get the cans filled up. We'll go ahead and start watering. Each plant just gets about 5 seconds worth. Maybe a little extra for the big ones, and don't forget about the ones that aren't up yet. Always just put a little there, encourage them to grow down in the ground. There we go. Plants respond well to this stuff. Try to move it all around the bed. Make sure everybody gets some. And don't forget these guys up here. I water first before I do the fertilizing because I want the ground to be wet so it absorbs the fertilizer a bit better rather than just running off along the surface. There you go, that's 1 bucket done. So I won't film the whole process, but that's generally it. I'll go through 3 buckets to do the backyard flowers. Okay, so now we're ready to get back to this project. Blistering hot here today, but that's all right. We'll get this done. The goal here is to level this ground, lay in the first slab, and then we will measure the second slab to fit in the leftover space and cut it. All right, there's the first one in. It's pretty darn close to level. It's tight to the house. The lines don't quite match up right here, but that's okay. Now I'll cut the next one to fit in right there and get it level to that one. All right, I got that cut and it fits. You can see the line over here. Here's the wire there. It's tight to the flower bed. It's lined up with the first stone. Nice tight line here. Now back here, I'm going to fill all this with polymeric, and in here, this little bit around the post, I goofed with one little bit of a cut, but that's my reminder that perfection is unobtainable. So anyway, it's good and flat. It's much better than what was there. So next I'll put the transition strip along the back, right in that gap there. transition pieces are in. This one here is the wrong orientation if you're going to get really picky, but you won't see that anyway because the locker will be standing on top of it. But that's much neater. Now the next step is to cut these guys to fit in there and bring it over and connect to that corner. Put in a little wall to hold the lawn in because the lawn is a higher elevation there. And there it is. That looks a lot better than what it was. Got that area filled right up. I'll put seed in there pretty soon. This area out here, I'll put some polymeric sand down just to fill that gap. Next step is to put the locker back against those support rails. Beat out now. And there, the locker's in place. It looks much neater there now. They don't have that little patch of weeds growing. And the doors, you can see, I haven't got her completely leveled yet, but much tighter. But there it is. Let's get a look around the back. So when you come up to mow, now it's just a simple little mow job. No problems there at all. And these crushed stones, I'm going to push those down against it. Like so. I'll smooth those out, and that's the way that'll look there, nice and finished. What I'm going to do is drill some holes and get some heavy pull ties to go in and out and just cinch right around these suckers. No more ugly wire. So this project is essentially done, aside from a few minor touches. Hope you enjoyed that one. Cheers. And one last little bonus project just to throw in at the end of this video. This is up in the garage. Here's the garage door. Right over in that corner. It was like a dead spot up in the rafters. So I put in that sheet of plywood there. And on top of that, now I've got my golf carts and all of our gas cans up there. So it fills in that empty spot right up there. Let me move over here and watch where I'm walking. This area right above those poles there where the pumpkins and the oogie boogie, there's a gap. I'm going to put some plywood there too, because that's a dead spot. It's pretty tall there too. It goes right up into the peak. So this is another way you gain storage. A little project you do when it's raining. Cheers.